busy trying to figure out how to make tomorrow right. It's too soon to celebrate. Guess I'm doing better than before, but still I got a long way. And just maybe one day, baby, we'll be there daily, at the top of the stage, like the 4th of July. We'll go big, surprise. Girl, that ain't no lie, but that means no sleeping tonight. I'm up in the middle of the night, putting hours in. The world is full of wonderful people. I'm one of them. My hopes go up and down, but still my life must mean something. It means something to me. Not today, I can't have fun. Too busy trying to figure out how to make my dreams become reality. That's what I chase. Every day I'm older than the last, and I don't have the time to waste. So just maybe one day, baby, we'll be there at the top, baby, like the 4th of July. We'll go big. Oh, that ain't no lie, but that means no sleeping tonight. I'm up in the middle of the night, that's alright. Wonderful. I'm one of them. Ooh, but still my life must be something, yeah, something now. To me, I fight all the battles in my mind, and it keeps me strong. Everybody in the world has their problems, yeah. Life goes on. I'm passing crazy.
Good morning. I started the video of me talking to my friend. I talk to her every morning. She works from home, so her and I are able to have a conversation, or sometimes I'll clean and you know, spending her day or whatever. So it was July 4th weekend. We painted this weekend. We went and did a few things with the kids this weekend. We went to the pool one time. We went and did like fireworks and stuff last night here. We went to Chick-fil-A luau, so like it was like a balance this weekend, but I'm very overwhelmed with the house. I'm very overwhelmed with school. I'm very overwhelmed with everything right now. So I would really like to get the house all put back together today. So we painted this hallway besides the front door in the eggshell version of the same color that we have. This paint has not covered well. You know, we're painting over the same color, but like if you see up at the top, there's a few spots, there's a few there. And I mean, we've already gone over this a few times. So I will swear by the paint that we used for this shelf and in Casey's room. It's like a 1-coat paint. It's awesome. But we have it, so I got to finish this up and get it done. So I painted this wall. I did not paint this wall, and I don't think I'll need to. I just need to touch up with the flat paint in a few areas. That wall we kept flat, and I think we will because it's fine. This dining room I touched up the other day in the flat paint, and it's fine because they just don't get near the walls. Same thing with the office. Now that we took Casey out of the office and all the video game stuff, it's fine. Honestly, this room is starting to really bother me. I don't know why. It's just a lot of visual clutter. I love having the puzzles up and stuff, and I love having all these Disney things here, but I think it's just too much for me. So I think I might start working on taking this stuff down. I'm not sure. I haven't committed to it, or I may just make it to one wall. So I may like take all these posters and stuff off of this wall, put them all on this main wall, and just have everything else, you know, like have like that kind of be a clear wall. This wall is fine. This other wall is fine. But then maybe if I just have one wall that's not as loud, I think that's the issue. But basically I have, this is classroom stuff. I can't do anything with this until I go back to work. Like I have my laminators out and stuff like this. This is from the 4th of July, but I just have a lot of stuff out here. This is all stuff that has to go back into the hallway. Ellie's pool float. Like there's just a lot of stuff here. This stuff needs to go into my classroom. I'm actually, they should be opening up the school very soon because we go back to work in 3.5 weeks. So I might see if I can just drop some stuff off in my classroom. But yeah, so I want to sweep and mop this really well because we did have some paint splatters on the floor. Get all the paint up, get all these touch-ups done that we need to get done. and get all the stuff back on the walls. Now that I have all the stuff off of the walls, I kind of like how bare it is. So like I'm definitely putting my mirror back here and the table and my plants, but I don't know about everything else. Like it's just a lot of visual clutter. I may take the big white plaque and put it here instead of the high, or put the high here, put the plaque here, but have nothing here. I'm not sure. To me, it just feels very open, and like grand or whatever, or better, like not as cluttered without all the stuff there. So that's what I got to do for here. For our bathroom, I didn't do any painting in here. We're going to completely paint this, and I'm probably going to paint it a different color of the good paint. But I finally decided on a vanity that I want, and Jeff said that we can go ahead and do that within the next few weeks. So this shelf we'll have a new vanity here. I'm actually probably going to get rid of a lot of this decor. I don't want to keep the lights, but I might keep the lights just to save money because they do kind of match the mirror. We'll see what I end up with there. This room just needs like a quick clean. This is mainly decor and like paint supplies and light switches, and I have to put our s'more stuff away from last night. But again, I love this. I definitely want to put this back up. I do like these, but I could probably put these in my office for Disney stuff. I don't really love this. I do like this, but again, like to me, it looks so much cleaner with it wide open like that. But
it was black.
Then, you know, the kitchen needs to be cleaned up and things put away. This is just stuff that's been piling up for weeks that I need to put up. And then in here, we painted this wall. And you can see where we stopped there because it was a nightmare to get this wall painted. So I need to touch up a few spots here, and then I want to put like all my decor back. Like we barricaded me in because Bolt was trying to get back there. But so I would like to get all that stuff back up on the wall, and then get the flat paint out, because like there's just a few areas like over there. There might be a few spots here. There's a few spots here. Like these walls don't get touched, so they're fine for the eggshell. I figured out what I want to finally do for the fireplace. There's this really pretty like glass white tile. I'll maybe put a picture of it here. And I want to put it here on both sides, and I want to put it here, and then this stuff will stay the same, and then we'll paint this like a really glossy white. But I figured out what I want to do for that, and Jeff said we could do that, but that's a good winter project because it's cooler, you know, whatever. So we'll definitely be doing that. But like I said, there's just stuff everywhere and it's driving me crazy. I need to clean this fan, clean that register because I cleaned all the other registers when we changed our filter. What else do I need to do? It's just a bunch of like cleaning and putting things back and finishing up this painting, and then like making our game plan for the rest of the summer. So like I said, doing something about the walls in the office for the rest of the summer, doing the bathroom. And then in the kitchen, this wall's just going to be touched up with the flat paint for now. And then I honestly would like my husband to bring out the backsplash to here, because then it like hides this, because this gets really messed up from the air fryer, and just I don't know why, but this wall just always has. So I'm going to talk to my husband about seeing if he would do that, because it would not take a lot of supplies or time or effort or anything at all.
Look, this side has an ending piece, that side doesn't, so it would make more sense.
And then, you know, just paint that little bit eggshell or whatever, paint around the door eggshell, and then this stays really clean here because of this wallpaper. So I'm going to get this wallpaper here, because behind the trash can, no matter what, it just always looks really, really rough. So if I can do that, then I'll probably paint this wall eggshell, because this one does get messy, and maybe paint around this door eggshell, because it does get messy with the door. And then honestly, that's not that much painting. But we will buy the type of paint that we use for this shelf in Casey's door, because it covers so much better. It was the same type of paint we used in Aubrey's room for her like Disney wall, and it just covered really, really well, and it's worth the extra like money to buy it. These, I can't decide if I want to do eggshell or flat. This is getting from me doing like the chore charts and stuff. I must be like nicking the walls sometimes whenever I do it, but I mean, there is dirt here. We'll just see. But definitely going to probably buy another thing of this wallpaper. I really like this. And the beauty of this is whatever's left over, we can actually use for, I don't think there's any ice in there, Aubrey. We can use for, like contact paper in our cabinets or whatever. So those are our plans for the rest of the summer for the downstairs of the house. I ended up getting, give me 1 second, getting some rocks. So now that's done. And over there is done. So literally we have the side of the house here that needs to be done with that. And that literally is like the side that's good with, like I have my lavender and hydrangeas there. So we're going to do that either in the fall or next summer. But in the fall, I really want to plant, because that's when you're supposed to plant like the pieces so you can have like lilies and stuff like that in the spring. So I may take my like outside budget and put it towards that rather than the rocks. So that is my plan for today and for like house stuff for the rest of the summer. This hallway we will, so we did, you know, up to there. We're almost done with this wall. We have a few more places to touch up. And then this wall doesn't get bad because it has the railing. So I can just eggshell this up and be done with it. I need to clean my light fixture, and then the hallway, like the stairs, are done. Eventually I would like to put these to the LVP, but that's going to be kind of an expensive project. So that's not anything we're going to be doing now. And then if I have time, again, my summer is dwindling away quickly. I only have 3 weeks left. I would like to do the top of the stairs in eggshell, but we won't have enough of it. So I'll have to get another can of it, of the good stuff that goes like all around those doors. And it shouldn't take me that long to do that. So, eventually we will need to paint the kids' bathroom, but I would like to do that a completely different color. Eventually, we need to finish Casey's room, which is like 2 colors of orange. Aubrey wants her walls in her room to be gray. I'm not doing anything to Trevor's room because he will most likely be moving out within the year. And so when he moves out, Ellie or Aubrey will go into his room. And so I'll let them pick the paint colors for that room whenever they go in there. And then my bedroom and my bathroom are going to stay the flat paint because Jeff and I don't get our walls all that dirty. So they just need to be touched up. So that could be something I could do. I'm going to write it all down on like what I want to do when I want to do it. And then the only other big thing that Jeff and I mentioned is we're going to put a ceiling fan in the office. I just need one in the office. I've become a ceiling fan person. I really like having them on like all the time. He said we can put them in the kids' rooms, but none of the kids really want them in their rooms besides Casey, of course, and Casey can't have one because his head would like hit it with his bed. But, yeah, so I'm going to write all this down. And then when the girls go to the pool, I'm going to start seeing what I can put away, how I can put away. But I would like to, like, while I just kind of like verbally brain dumped, like write this all down so I have it down, in a place to like, so Jeff and I can work off of a list to get these things done.
There's so many things that I remember. The way you used to put me first in things you did. Haven't seen your face since last November. I keep following up, but we ran out of time. Looking back, our love seems like a daydream. Even now I visit every single place we've been. All the time we spent together changed me. I stay high on the days before we said goodbye. I'm regretting these feels I feel for you. Asking why did we fall from love? I get high off the time of ever needed. Then I couldn't see it and we faded away. They say what happens, happens for a reason. Then why am I stuck without you by my side? I get high just thinking about our memories. And even though it ended, it was worth each pain. The love we had will last 100 centuries.
Okay, this is what I've done so far. I put that back on the wall, and I actually put those two little portrait things that we get at Disney every time. I can't think of the word right now. And then I put my Mickey candle that I got on that little thing. I put both of our plates back, and I put a new air freshener in. Put one of them up on the wall, put my Mickey on the wall, and I need Jeff's longer level, and I can't find it. So I texted him. I'm gonna wait for him to get back to me, but I don't want to push the couch back because it's much easier to do it when that's right there. And then I will put my blanket ladder over there, and then that'll all be done. And then I'm not gonna pull the paint out today. I would rather get everything cleaned up and then I can touch up paint. It's much easier to touch up paint when everything's put back, because right now I'm just a little bit like overwhelmed. I will clean up all this mess, clean out these two, fluff up my pillows, and I think I'm gonna leave 4th of July, the blues, the navies, all that stuff up through like 9/11-ish, and then I will change everything out probably to fall around then. But so that's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with that. I mean, I see a few little spots up there, but I feel like right now I need to put everything back on the wall, because right now it's just touch-ups, because I'm so overwhelmed and hyper-focusing on like this chaos. But I'm gonna put it there. So I decided I'm just going to put this sign up on this wall for now. I'm going to put my hi, I think, here. I haven't decided yet, because so you have a mirror here, which is like a visual thing. So I'm thinking if you don't have anything here, or if you have hi here, that's a lot right there. I might take the Be Our Guest down too, because I think that's, I don't really like that, if I'm being completely honest. And then I'm thinking put that big one either here or here. I don't know. The mirror has to go up for sure, and then I'm going to play around with the high. I think I'm definitely going to take the Be Our Guest down. I'm just getting to the point that I need like less is more, because it's so visually just cluttered for me. Like this, I honestly sometimes feel like I should take that Seeds and Blooms sign down. And then I do have these two here, and I don't love them, to be honest. But I don't know. I don't know what to do, because I just feel like I have too much going on inside my head. But if you can't tell, I'm trying to simplify my life because I am very stressed and overwhelmed. I'm using command strips to hang up all of my stuff. I use command strips, I'd say, in 95% of the things that I hang up in my house. They hold up pretty well. I find that if I get them at Costco, it's the cheapest. They're about anywhere from $9.99 to $16 for a pack, depending on if they're on sale or whatever at that time of year, and I normally stock up. You can always reuse them on the item that you have if you have to take things off the wall, and then you just need to replace the ones that were, physically on the wall. But I love command strips. I use them all the time. I use them at work too, and I have like cinder block walls there. But I was really glad to get this done and get this all cleaned up and get it organized. I've been diagnosed with something called OCPD, so having like perfection, or my level of perfection, is something that I'm really struggling with. So I'm really trying to declutter and pare things down, because I just get super overwhelmed when things are like this. As you can see, like watching this back, I can totally see me shutting down. But I hope things get better, because it's just really, really hard for me to almost function daily. And I'm cleaning the fan and the vents here, and that's stuff that honestly I should be doing more often, but I just happen to notice it. And maybe because we're using it a lot more, just because it's summertime and the AC is always running, the fan's always going, so it's just easily dusting. Okay, good amount of dust came off. It's only on one side, so now I'm kind of afraid that I have it on the wrong setting. And I cleaned the glass. It just always looks so crappy, but we, honest to God, never have the light on. I just always have the fan on. But then got all that back, found the level behind that blanket ladder, fix all the blankets, put Bolt's toys back. I'll dust the fireplace even though it doesn't really matter today. And I stopped and had a break of carrots and dip. But so this room is pretty much done. I just have to like put stuff away and back. I'm gonna leave the lights. I'm gonna vacuum here and put the lights here in case he wants them for the ceiling. And that's like our pole for painting. But all the rest of this stuff can go back. Fun fact, if you get paint on your carpet, alcohol will help take it out. That's the kid stuff that they'll put back. So I'm just gonna like tidy all this up. But I think before I tidy it up, I'm gonna put this picture back on the wall. Just because I don't want it to get messed up. I mean, it was normally $50 at Hobby Lobby. I paid $12.49 for it, but it's just pretty grand and I don't want to mess it up.
I flew into JFK and everything looked like it was okay to me. I took a closer look and I realized the city would take dollars straight from me. Rolling through New York City in a Bentley, ain't in the budget, so I can't. Eating up all these expensive dinners, no, it ain't in the budget, so I can't. I'm hungry, but I have arrived in the NYC. Look at all of these lights turning up the streets. The buildings in the sky tower over me, and the city's kinda cold, if you know what I mean. Oh, I made it, I made it, I made it, I made it to this heaven called NYC. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm taking on this heaven called NYC. I checked in a hotel, and I can tell you 10 floors up was cool to me. I took a closer look and I realized the people on the ground were hustling. Flying over New York City in a helicopter ain't in the budget, so I won't. Acting like I can't afford a private driver, well it ain't in the budget, so I won't. I'm tired, but I have arrived in the NYC. Look at all of these lights turning up the streets. The buildings in the sky tower over me, and the city's kinda cold, if you know what I mean. Oh, I made it, I made it, I made it, I made it to this heaven called NYC. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm taking on this heaven called NYC. After about 20 blocks, I knew that I could never settle down in NYC. Someone call a taxi cab, I'll give you every dollar that I have to rest my feet. Spending my life in New York City, oh it ain't in the cards, so I won't. I'm about broke from life in the city, back at JFK, I'm going home, but still I'm like, I have arrived in the NYC. Look at all of these lights turning up the streets, turning up buildings in the sky tower over me, and the city's kinda cold, if you know what I mean. Oh, I made it, I made it, I made it, I made it to this heaven called NYC. I'm ready, I'm ready.
Alright, this is how I'm gonna leave this room for now. I have to put the home sweet home sign there. This will stay here. I moved the high from there to there. And I'm gonna leave this wall blank for now, and I'm gonna leave this wall blank for now. I have wanted to update those pictures. They're just older pictures of the kids and they don't really look like themselves. And if I just take home pictures and I make them like black and white or something like that, I think it'll match. And then I would like to make the This Is Us something that's just a little bit more neutral. I feel like everything in here is like white or wood tones, and I think that that just is a little harsh in here, and that's why I've always not liked it. So there's that for this area. I'm gonna get the paintbrush out real quick and go through and touch up the spots that I missed in this hallway. There aren't that many spots left. I did a little bit this morning. Like I see 1, I mean, they're just few and far between, and I'm sure over the next few weeks I'll see them here and there. And then I might run to Lowe's and grab 1 more gallon of eggshell, but the good gallon of eggshell for the rest of the spots that we want to do eggshell.
I heard the people say but they changed their minds. I heard the people cry. I heard the people say you can't have me, dude. Don't sit it, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I heard the people cry. All you want is all my money. This I know, this I know, this I know. I heard the people say you can't have me, dude. Don't sit it, you my home, you my home, you my home. I heard them change their minds. I'll give you all my money. This you know, this you know, this you know. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. NYC, is it for me? I'll be rocking NYC forever. I think they changed my mind. NYC, is it for me? Doesn't matter cost the crowd or wherever. NYC, is it for me? I'll be rocking NYC. Gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay. NYC, is it for me? I'll be spending money here forever.
Would you get electrocuted if I turn the light switch on right now?
That shock light on important, isn't it?